Hi friends, Ryan Lemon here. Hypothetical situation for you. You're having the best day of your life and you find yourself in a public space. There beside you is a family, not yours, and they have a baby, which is also not yours. And the baby begins to cry. Important to remember, this is the best day of your life. So when this baby begins to cry, raise your hand if you would think something like, oh, what an inconsiderate jerk. Shut up. Oh my gosh, shut up. Anybody? Raise your hand. Nobody is seriously raising their hand. In fact, most of us would default to thinking something like, oh, well, it's a baby. Maybe they're hungry. Or maybe they need a nap. Or maybe this small human is sitting in a pile of its own feces in a way that it's terribly uncomfortable. You see, we receive unpleasant messages from babies, whether it's crying or them throwing animal crackers like all over the place, and we justify the behavior in terms of what the baby might be needing. And it's not like we would ever sit there and spend our time and energy criticizing or judging or suggesting in any way that this baby is wrong for doing what it did. Because we understand that any behavior showed by the baby is the baby's effort to get something that it needs, whether that's food, reassurance, rest, or comfort. In fact, those needs are common to all people. So I'm wondering what changes, like what happens as people get older, because we stop this. We stop offering these hypothetical interpretations of people's cries. And yeah, the cries that people have take the forms of words and actions. But isn't all human behavior, much like the baby's, an effort to get something that we're needing? Some of you might be thinking, well, there is some behavior that's rather unpleasant and comes at the expense of other people. And I agree. Sometimes it's tough to assign a well-intended motive to some behavior. But I think it's all about how we receive the unpleasant messages, much like the babies. So, for example, someone says, Ryan, you're a lazy bum. And I could say, like, you're a stupid face. And that could be the exchange, and then we go our separate ways. Or, when I receive the unpleasant message of, Ryan, you're a lazy bum, I can choose to not take offense. I can choose to not go on the defensive. In fact, I can look beyond what they're saying to the deeper meaning of what they really need. And if someone says that I'm a lazy bum, maybe it's that they need support. Maybe they need order. And maybe I could ask them a question like, hey, I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Is there anything that you would have me do? How can I support you in this? Or over here, I might hear a message like, Ryan, you're an idiot. How could you not get this? And I could say, well, you're a... What's behind the words? What's behind the words is this person's need for understanding. Maybe they have a need for clarity. Maybe they lack the skills needed to effectively communicate some idea that they have, so therefore I'm an idiot. It's interesting that with a baby, we stay with the question of what could make life more wonderful, trying to investigate what this precious thing might need. But as people grow, we steer away from that question and go to a question, who's right? And in my experience, the idea of who's right never really served anyone. So what I'm interested in knowing is what if, and what would the world look like if we treated people like babies? What if we skipped our evaluation of the unpleasant message, but instead thought in terms of what these people might be needing in a way that could make life more wonderful for everyone?